okay, Bear, it's okay. Oh, pup. Will, my partner, woke up to a banging sound. And I've just seen Bear just in the middle of a grand mal seizure. So she's just paddling and you know, in a real tonic sort of state. It's just the most horrific thing to see happen to your own animal. I think there's something different about it being a patient in a hospital setting. Everything's so controlled, you know what's going on, you know, you've got all your medications there, everything to act, but when it's your own animal, it's just so much more emotional and distressing. A huge shock because this is the first time this has ever happened.
Hey, you're okay, you're okay.
Has come out of the seizure. She's not neurologically normal yet. She's pacing around, she's panting, she's wanting to drink a lot. She seems really ravenous. She's hanging around the fridge. Just want to see how quickly she sort of gets through this phase and recovers.
Hey. Sit.
Just got to calm, pup.
Sit.
3 hours later, the signs are promising.
What have we got here, Buzz?
Hey.
Bear's still slightly agitated, but much to Danni's relief, she's almost back to her old self.
Bear is full of energy, full of love. She loves every human she meets.
You got it, you got it.
She's just our best mate. We just want to have her with us all the time, wherever we go. She's the best company.
Good old Bear, she's back.
Will's also relieved. Big, gentle Bear has helped him through some tough times.
I got her as a puppy. She's been great for me after discharging from the military a fair few years ago now. She was a great companion, so that's been great.
But Danni is still anxious to get to the bottom of Bear's sudden early morning seizure.
Of course, my emotional brain is just leaping to the worst case scenario. The first thing I'm worried about is that she has a brain tumour. So, yeah, we really just need to get more information to know why this is happening.
She'll be right. You've had a big
We will get to the bottom of it. We will get you sorted.
She's my baby. She's everything.
You hear me, Bear? We're going to get this sorted.
On the Gold Coast, Alex is on duty when a 3-year-old cat is rushed in.
Hey, this is Max.
You're okay, Max.
Oh yeah, he's in a bit of a panic.
Max belongs to Christy's son, and she's alarmed the much-loved rescue cat is extremely agitated and struggling to stand.
He spent last night outside, which he doesn't always do, but he wouldn't come back in when we went to bed.
Okay.
So he normally is on the table when we wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
And he was, so we let him in and he went straight off to sleep. And then he woke up a few hours later and he was all like drunk and hit the back, so it was all like he had no movement.
Wow, so really wobbly.
Yeah, and then just weed everywhere.
Gosh, okay. You're all right, mate. You're all right.
Okay, Max.
Now, they said they do live on acreage, so their big concern is, has he been bitten by a snake or could he have a tick?
Tick, yep.
So I think the first thing we can do is just go over him, see if we can find if he's got a tick there, and then, yeah.
Hang on, Max, hang on.
And then I'll go back and have a chat to them. Oh, it's all right, mate. He's having a bit of a panic there as well. He's not walking properly on his legs, that much we do know. And this time of year in this part of the country, biggest concern is always that he's got a tick, because it's really, really common and they'll present exactly like this, where they just can't walk and they're staggering all over the place and they really get quite distressed, and he's really getting stressed now. We might even, we'll have to get him back in oxygen. Yeah, we're actually gonna pop him in a bed because he's just panicking at the moment. And when they're this stressed, they can just get into trouble so quickly. You just relax. Good boy. All right, Max. That's it. You just relax. You just chill out for a bit in there, mate. Have some oxygen, and we'll come back to you in a few minutes. I get really concerned when cats get stressed like that, regardless of what the cause of Max being here today. If he gets stressed, if he's not able to breathe properly, they can get into real trouble and they can even stop breathing. So the one thing that we need to do is just get hands off and leave him to breathe in some oxygen, chill out for a little bit, and then we'll start looking for a tick again. If there's a tick there, it's really important that we get it off as soon as possible, but we've got to weigh that up with, are we putting Max in more danger by handling him at this stage?
She'll be right.
In Melbourne, it's been a distressing few hours for vet Danni and partner Will.
We will get to the bottom of it. We will get you sorted.
They were woken by their beloved 6-year-old dog Bear having a seizure.
I've just seen Bear just in the middle of a grand mal seizure.
Okay.
A huge shock because this is the first time this has ever happened. All right, just sit down.
Stay.
Just sit
Good
down,
girl.
shall we?
Stay there. Good girl.
All right, so I'll just check how well she's seeing
Yep.
things. Now the Bear has somewhat recovered from this seizure, I want to do a neurological examination. Good girl, puppy.
So what are you
she's
doing?
Seeing, essentially, she doesn't know this is coming and she's seeing it drop in front of her face, but it's not got a smell, it's not got a sound or anything, so it means that she is seeing. So that's good. Hey, you're a good girl. Just checking that.
By checking Bear's reflexes and response to light,
Girl.
Danni can work out if there are any early signs of brain abnormality.
Good job, puppy doggy. Hey? All right, so I'm really happy.
Yep.
That looks all
Good girl, come
normal. Good girl, boys dog. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Was it fun?
I'm sorry. I am really happy with the results on that examination. I couldn't see any abnormalities there, so that is a good sign at this stage. So the next step for Bear is to get some bloods, just to rule out anything that's going on outside of her nervous system that could be causing these neurological signs. Fair enough. Oh, good girl.
You get the picture in your head that you're going to have a dog that lives for, you know, however long their life expectancy is. And then to sort of suddenly think, God, she could be gone in, you know, a matter of months, weeks, days, and it's not known. Do we have more answers? Yeah, it's scary.
In you come. Good girl. This way. Good girl.
It's just a short trip to the nearby vet clinic where Danni works.
Hey, Lou.
Hi, Danni.
I've just brought Bear in because I want to get some bloods. She's had a seizure this morning.
Oh no, dear.
So I'm really not sure what's going on. I am hoping that it's just something like epilepsy that we can manage.
Yeah, of course.
But it's the first seizure, so we'll just have to
Start to
get some,
investigate.
get some information.
Definitely. Come on, Bear. Up we get.
Oh,
Yeah.
Vet nurse Louise is helping Danni take Bear's blood sample.
Alrighty, Bear.
good job, almost there.
Very good.
Good girl,
Alright,
beautiful.
Bear.
The findings will hopefully give Danni more clues about what's caused Bear's distressing seizure.
One of the hardest things about being a vet and a pet owner is when something does go wrong, you know what the range of things could be. From the simplest thing all the way to the most sinister. So it can be incredibly stressful and I do get very clouded in my thoughts. I'm a bit nervous waiting to get those blood results. I'm really crossing my fingers that nothing comes up on them today. Good girl. I'm so sorry.
Hey, Max.
On the Gold Coast, Max is now much less agitated after spending a few minutes in the oxygen tent.
All right, we might have another go.
Alex can now start the urgent search for a deadly paralysis tick on the young cat.
Okay, let's have another go. If there's a tick there, I think we need to find it fast.
Yes.
Time is crucial with tick paralysis, so vet nurse Tiffany is assisting.
Oh, actually, there it is. I think I found it. Wow. It's right underneath him there.
Come here, sweetheart.
Good boy.
Alex has found a huge tick at the top of Max's back leg.
Good boy.
You're all right.
Oh, gosh, it's quite hard to get off. Good boy. Look at that.
Wow, that's massive.
Yeah, that's been on there for a couple of days. Now we know what it is, I reckon we pop him back.
Yep. Come on, darlings, back to the oxygen.
This tick is pretty big. It's been on there for at least a couple of days. It's had a chance to suck the blood and it's got to this size, and while it's sucking the blood, that's where it's injecting the poison, and that's what's done the harm. The most important thing now for Max is to get some sedation on board because he's panicking. We're going to get an IV catheter in and then we're going to give him some tick anti-serum, and that's what's going to save his life at this point.
Toxins from a paralysis tick can lead to respiratory failure and even death.
I'm just starting the tick anti-serum now. So this is the anti-venom that'll go intravenously to help to neutralise the toxin that's running around Max's system at the moment. And this is a little bit of a dangerous time because he could have a reaction to this anti-serum. And so Tiffany's going to need to sit with him and watch him really, really closely, because if he has an allergic reaction, we need to stop this within seconds.
Those bloods there, are they?
Yes, we do have them spare.
See.
There's those ones for you.
For Danni, it's the moment of truth. Bear's blood test results. Early this morning, 6-year-old Bear suffered a sudden seizure. Danni is anxious to rule out any sinister causes.
Okay, good. So there's nothing going on outside of the brain, it looks like, that could be causing that. So that's really good. Good. Thank you. Yay! Yay! What's doggy? Good job, Papa! All right. We're not out of the woods. There could be something else going on, but for now, it is good news.
Some good news today.
Yes. Hey, give us a bit of a scare, puppy doggy. Hey, you good girl, puppy. You good girl. Hey. It's been a big day, a lot of emotion. So now we're going to go home and try and have a relaxing night, and Bear is on the bed tonight with lots of cuddles.
Back home with partner Will, Danni is doing her best to stay positive and plans to start Bear on medication to hopefully ward off any further seizures.
One step at a time, hey puppy?
In Bondi, Kate is enjoying her daily walk along the famous beachfront with her much-loved golden retriever, Ben.
You're funny.
Kate runs the busy Bondi Veterinary Hospital, which treats up to 300 animals a week.
What I love about being a vet is the human-animal bond. They make us better humans. Beautiful. They teach us about unconditional love. Looking after animals that are sick and then nursing them back to health, the satisfaction that you get from that is the best.
Today, an unusual little stray has been dropped off to vet nurse Elizabeth.
What's going on here? You'll soon find out. Let me show you. We get loads of weird animals at this clinic, but in Bondi I haven't seen anything like this before.
I'm intrigued, Elizabeth.
You are going to love this.
What have you got? Let me have a look here. This is different. Oh! Hello. How are you? Where did she come from? You've got an escapee chicken. Where did you find her?
Somebody found her down at the beach.
Down at the beach?
Down at the beach, on the road. The council just brought her in.
Oh my goodness. Were you trying to cross the road? Why did the chicken cross the road? I have no idea why the chicken crossed the road, but he didn't get to the other side. I don't even know if Elizabeth knows that joke. So straight away, I can tell that you are a girl. This is a hen, not a rooster. And the reason I can see that with you is that your comb on the top is not as colourful as it would be as if you were a rooster. So you're giving me some clues.
Kate's now concerned the little stray may be hurt, especially if she was trying to dodge traffic near busy Bondi Beach.
And that she's in good health. Good. Bottom. All her legs feel like they're okay. Wings, looking beautiful. Just walk this way. Okay, good. Walking well? Well, she seems to be in reasonably good health, Elizabeth. She's very lucky that she hasn't actually been injured. I suspect, by the looks of her, that she looks like she has a home. Do we have any details, Elizabeth, about where she might have come from?
No, nothing.
Nothing. Let's make sure you weigh okay. 1.74. You're bigger than what we thought. She must be owned by someone. We just have to find your family. Where are they?
A familiar sight around Sydney is the mobile vet clinic run by identical twin vets Audrey and Alison.
I don't know what it's like to not be a twin, but it's definitely
The best thing ever.
advantageous.
Yeah, we work together, we have the same likes, we know what the other one's feeling. Yeah, and we're the other half of each other.
Hey, Andrew.
Hey.
Hi, Paco.
Today, the girls are about to check a feisty cat that's been in the wars.
Last night we got an email from Paco's owner and it was a picture of Paco with lots of blood coming out his eye. So we were pretty shocked, keen to see him today and check it out.
Oh, that eye looks sore. Come on in.
Owner Andrew is anxious about his special mate.
Paco is my great companion. He's a very sweet cat that has really made my life very rich.
So do you know how it happened?
Yeah, I was moving house and there was a new cat that was in the area who was like twice his size, and I thought, ooh, that's not gonna be good if they actually meet up. But anyways, when I came back to pick him up, his eye and his ego were both very, very hurt.
Poor Paco. So Paco's one of our regular patients and he's a loved patient, but he has got a quirky personality. He hates vets. Unfortunately, that means he hates both of us too.
When he was little, he by accident swallowed an elastic of my daughter's.
Oh, wow.
It got stuck in his intestines, and so then he also had to have intestine surgery. Ever since then, you know, even though, I mean, everybody was nice to him and everything like that, his view was as like, ooh, this is the place that cut you open. Like,
Poor Paco.
he'll be okay.
We'll look after him.
Scared. That's not a good sign.
With a potentially painful eye injury, Paco is even grumpier than usual.
So I think probably the blood's come from him rubbing or scratching, but I'm very worried about the actual eye itself. The worst thing that could happen is that there's a massive ulcer or a big deep scratch under that third eyelid, which would make us a bit concerned because the eye could rupture.
I just hope there's nothing that they find actually more serious where he might have to lose the eye, but yeah, we'll just have to see.
Okay, so this is fluorescein dye. So we're basically just going to pop that inside the eye.
The dye will show up any ulcers or scratches.
Bright yellow colour. So let's see how we're going to get this in the eye.
Alison will have to aim from outside the box. Paco is far too agitated to try to get any closer.
I got it.
Oh my
How did you get it in
wow.
the eye? She got it in the eye. That's pretty good for you because you really have bad aim.
I have really bad ball skills, but obviously fluorescein skills.
And we can just see there, even with that third eyelid halfway across the eye, that there's actually a pinpoint ulcer right in the middle. But what I'm concerned about is whether there's actually more injuries in the eye besides that little pinpoint ulcer. So I think we're probably going to have to bring him to hospital and give him a sedation or general anaesthetic just so we can really open up the eye, pull the third eyelid back. Obviously, if he's scratched his cornea, that's more serious.
Poor Paco.
What's up?
At the Australian Reptile Park, Tim's just had an urgent SOS from friends about a rogue snake that's loose in a nearby house.
Okay, I'm coming now. Don't get bitten. First thing for me is to grab Zach. Knock, knock.
Hey, come in.
He's our head of venom, and needless to say, he's incredible with dangerous snakes.
What are you up to? Just putting this big boy away.
Zach manages 250 of the world's most venomous snakes. The Australian Reptile Park is the sole supplier of terrestrial snake venom for the production of anti-venom. We save about 300 lives every year.
I'll grab bag, hook.
Whoa.
Watch him.
Woo! Who knows what we're heading out for?
What is it?
I'm not sure, but sounds like it's a decent size. We'll take my car.
Too easy, mate.
Let's go.
and Zach waste no time getting to the house where the distress call came from.
Knock, knock.
Come in. Hey Tim, hey Zach.
Hey, so you're there. Where is it?
Brodie and Claudia are too terrified to move, with the deadly intruder now nowhere to be seen.
You know what a diamond python is. It's not a diamond python.
No, definitely not. Brown, about this long.
How long ago did you see it last?
Probably 15 minutes ago.
All right, well, you've got a table. If it comes that way, jump up, but we'll have a bit of a look.
Thank you.
This morning, I was walking to go to the office, and then I saw this huge snake. So I started screaming, obviously. So I called Brodie out, and so we both started panicking a little bit.
Hoping that the boys can come in, find it, get it out, and take it away.
Nah, clear what I can see. If you're a snake and you're in a house and you begin to hear thumps on the ground, people walking, you're gonna get scared. And when they get scared, they will go to a dark spot. Under the lounge, behind the television, in the laundry, in the bathroom, under the bed. That's where we need to start looking. Just keep your eye out, you ready? It can be dangerous. I mean, you lift a cushion up on the lounge, the snake was under it and he's bitten you on the finger before you know it. So you haven't moved, so the doors that were shut were shut?
Yeah, haven't touched anything.
He's not getting under the doors. We'll keep looking. Kitchen we're at, then we'll move outside. Kitchens are always interesting, and there are always lots of hidey holes. Dishwashers, fridges, they're a prime area that snakes can find somewhere to escape and hide. Hey, look at this. Do you see that?
Yeah.
We've got a bit of a slide. You see it?
Yeah, he's gonna be there, just watch your fingers.
We've had a torch as best we can, under the fridge, around the fridge. What we're gonna do to get behind it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yep. Whoa, head! That's a brown. That's the world's second most venomous snake.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Here we go, Paco. Here is Paco.
Back in Sydney, Audrey and Alison have arrived at the hospital with Paco.
We can see an ulcer in the middle of the eye, but we're actually worried there are other ulcers underneath the third eyelid. So often with ulcers, they can actually rupture the eyeball, and that's because it's a weak point that can burst. So we're gonna have to give him some sedation and have a look at that eye properly.
Paco got his nasty eye injury in a fight with another cat. The grouchy 4-year-old doesn't like vets, so the girls aren't taking any chances.
Defense mechanisms we brought today, garden gloves for each of us, big fat towel. Right, gowned up, ready to go. Ready to go. So I'm gonna open. Go, 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 go. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good.
Despite his reputation, Paco barely puts up a fight.
So at the moment we're giving Paco some oxygen and we've added in a bit of isoflurane, which is an anaesthetic gas. It's just going to make him quite sleepy so that we can eventually get him sedated to have a look at that eye. Wow, that was a bit easier than we thought. He's still growling at us. He's a bit better, he's growling less. All right, so we're going to move the carrier. Oops.
With Paco finally settled, the girls can now get their first close-up look at his injured eye.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that conjunctiva is really red. So you just see that lower conjunctiva.
So I'm just going to give the eye a very good flush.
So there's quite a few things bulging out of the eye at the moment because it's so inflamed. This is the third eyelid.
So the third eyelid is like the windscreen wipers of the eye, and it helps actually clean the surface, get it lubricated with some tears.
Oh, look at all that pus. Let me see what pus got to. He's actually got a hole in his third eyelid underneath, look.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, how did you do that?
He's ripped the whole underside of his third eyelid. We pull back the third eyelid and we can actually see almost like a hole at the back of it, like a big deep scratch. So I think that's where the bleeding's coming from.
Quite an unusual injury. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. It's quite remarkable to think how another cat's nail
He must have just hooked it under the third eyelid and then pulled.
Torn back.
If that nail had gotten anywhere else, so if it had actually hooked into his cornea and pulled through, he could have ruptured his eyeball and potentially have lost that eye. So in a way, it's like it caught on the third eyelid and just damaged the underside of that. All right, we'll just turn off the lights. You hold that.
So we're just going to check again with some fluorescein stain and make sure there's not any more ulcers there.
actual eye itself only has that pinpoint ulcer, which should heal well as long as he doesn't rub or scratch his eye.
Let's come around this side, have a look under that third eyelid flap. I think there's something there. Okay. What is that?
All of a sudden, the girls make a shocking discovery.
Oh my goodness.
What is that?
North of Sydney.
Whoa, head! That's a brown.
Tim's just found a deadly snake hiding next to a fridge in a suburban house.
That's a solid snake. It's thick.
Terrified owners Brodie and Claudia are keeping well away.
This is a 1.5 metre eastern brown snake. It's the world's second most venomous snake. Not only are they incredibly venomous, but they're really aggressive. And when you've got a snake backed into a corner like this, in a tiny little area, that's dangerous for us. You imagine it if one of the girls walked into the kitchen and that snake is backed into a corner. It's a recipe for disaster. They are lightning fast. Grab him, mate.
Good thing, hasn't it?
Grab him.
While Tim makes a dash for safety, snake expert Zach corners the intruder.
There you go. What a snake. How about that? Eastern browns are responsible for either the most or second most fatalities in Australia each year. That's a combination of where they live, their food source, rats and mice that like to live around houses, so they come here, but also strong venom and aggression if they need to. Wow.
This bad boy is feisty, so he needs to be bagged quickly.
Did you know 9 out of 10 people bitten by venomous snakes are normally bitten catching the snake or trying to kill the snake? Don't do it. 1, 2, 3.
Yep, turn it up.
Wait for someone, or you professionals like Zach or I, to come and remove it. The worst thing you can do is take matters into your own hand. Okay, see you a bit later.
Thank you. See ya. Did a wonderful job. Found it in a very tricky spot under the fridge, caught it nice and quickly, and now it's gone, thankfully.
Now we've caught the snake, Zach's going to milk it. It gives us a chance to make sure the snake is healthy, fit, ready for release, but we can also use that venom to make anti-venom, and by catching it today, we can actually save a life. Ooh.
It's a bit fiery.
He's fiery. Just be careful, mate. You've done all the hard work, don't get nipped now. This is a critical moment. There is never a time that you are closer to its head than right now. If Zach's bitten here, it is straight to the hospital. These snakes can kill you in minutes.
Yeah, so fingers that target, not a stupid animal.
There is no simple way of milking snakes.
There we go.
It's only a really small amount in there, but that's actually a lot for an eastern brown. How many grown humans would that kill?
Without anti-venom, you'd likely knock over about 5 people my size, so...
Can you imagine that? 5 or 6 people from that tiny little minuscule amount of venom. The only way to make anti-venom is to extract real venom from real venomous snakes. Up in here looks great.
Yeah, I reckon just up here, man.
Every year, we save about 300 lives, and we're the only organisation to do so. It's a really big part of us, our heart and soul.
Right, I reckon let him go, Timmy.
Off you go.
The snake is now being released into bushland, this time well away from any houses.
See you, Charlie.
See you, bud.
Good job, mate.
Cheers, mate. Sure.
Oh, wow. Oh, that conjunctiva is really red.
Let's come around this side, have a look under that third eyelid flap. I think there's something there.
In Sydney, Audrey and Alison can't believe what they've found at the back of Paco's eye.
Okay, what is that? Right there. There's something poking out.
It's so swollen back here. Look at that. What is that?
Oh my goodness.
I'm just going to pull it out. Oh my. This stick is massive. It turns out it's a 5 centimetre stick that's entered between the eyeball and his third eyelid.
That is insane. It's probably one of the weirdest foreign body positions I've ever seen. Poor Paco, no wonder he was so grumpy.
If we have a look behind, it's quite swollen, but the entry point's actually avoided his gland behind there, and it's actually avoided his third eye cartilage. So I think that's going to close up quite well. We'll have to monitor it, make sure it heals well, but I'm pretty confident it should seal over and look really good again. Send Paco home with some eye drops. So it's a bit more comfortable because we've been fiddling around there. So as long as he leaves it alone, he takes the drops in his eyes and Andrew manages to medicate him, he should heal really well. But 3 days' time, we'll come back and check on that.
It's definitely Paco's lucky day. As soon as he's fully awake, he can go home to his relieved owner.
Okay, let's get you home.
So, was she injured? She didn't get hit by a car, did she?
I don't think so.
In Bondi, Kate and Nurse Elizabeth are still trying to work out why a stray chicken was found on the loose at the beach.
I don't actually know if she's even eating that. I think she's just making a mess of it. No, you can't escape. You have to stay here. Elizabeth, have you called her anything?
Nothing, I was waiting for you.
Maybe we could call her Penny. She mustn't have been missing for very long.
Penny's in such good condition, Kate's certain she's someone's pet. So it's now time to spread the word that this little runaway is safe and well.
So it's probably not a bad idea we try and get some Facebook photos. Photo session with the chicken. Definitely has to be up there as the oddest thing that I've had to do at Bondi Vet Hospital.
Great chicken.
Do you want to say found crossing the road down at Campbell Parade?
Okay, great.
People are going to be like, how on earth did a chicken get down to Campbell Parade? Okay, ready?
Yep.
Go.
Post.
Well, hopefully that does the trick. Hopefully we can find your owners.
You just relax. Good boy. All right, Max.
On the Gold Coast, rescue cat Max has been sedated and is now fighting off the effects of a bite from a deadly paralysis tick.
Hey, Max. How are you feeling?
Christy has been anxiously waiting to find out if her son's much-loved cat will pull through.
We found a paralysis tick on him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's definitely the cause of why he's wobbly on his legs. And it's quite a big one. The main thing is that you got him down here and we're going to do everything we can to help him. The thing about ticks is you don't pull them off and they instantly get better.
No, of course not. Yeah.
So the sooner we can get him home, the better. Okay. All right, just in here. So he looks a lot more relaxed.
Yeah.
Okay. His big sleepy eyes, that's just where he's had the sedation.
Okay.
And he's just got some oxygen going through at the moment. You want to have a
Yeah.
see him? Yeah. We can open up for a little bit. Just. Hey, Mum's here.
Hey, buddy. Look at your tongue.
Yeah.
You like cuddled her.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
You look so drunk.
I know. Yeah, you've had your anti-venom. Now let's hope that's enough because you are so stressed here. And I think the best place for you is going to be at home. There we go. It's nice and safe in there. Good boy. You're nice and sleepy, which is good. The situation with Max now is he is so stressed in hospital that it's just, we're doing him more harm than good. So what we're going to do is he's had the anti-venom and that's his best chance of overcoming the tick paralysis. So we're actually going to get him home in an environment that he's really familiar with, where he's comfortable with his surroundings, and his mum's going to look after him there, and fingers crossed he's going to pull through this. Main thing is you just going to need to keep him inside.
Oh yeah, of course.
And somewhere you keep a really close eye on him. So.
Yeah. All right, thank you so
All right,
much.
best of luck with him, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
See you, Max. It's all right, babe. It's okay, Pop. It's okay. Just let her go. Oh, boss. Oh.
The next day in Melbourne, it's another traumatic morning for Danni and partner Will.
It's okay, Bear. It's okay. Good girl. It's all right.
So this morning, Will and I were woken to Bear having another seizure.
It's all right. Shh. It's okay, Bear. Shh. This is a really strong one.
It was a fairly long seizure as far as her time frame usually goes, so it was a more severe one this morning, which is a bit concerning.
It's okay, puppy.
Yeah, it's disappointing that we're still having seizures.
You okay? You okay, Pop? It's okay.
Pretty distressing. So yeah, it's hard to see. Poor bear.
Long time.
Hey, bear.
It's okay, puppy.
Hello.
Good girl, hi.
Hello. Good girl. You're all right.
We started her on medication, but I'm really concerned that we have not got adequate control. And I think the next step is going to be getting a brain MRI. We've exhausted everything now. She's had the highest dose of both medications as frequently as she can have them. So that's not working.
Yeah.
So we need to act on this, because otherwise, if she continues to have more seizures within 24 hours, that's when it becomes dangerous.
Yeah.
Prolonged seizures in dogs, or any left untreated, can lead to brain damage or even death.
So the reason I want to get a brain MRI scan done is to see if there's anything structurally going on in the brain, like something like a brain tumour. So we need to rule that out before we continue progressing with just medical management.
Yeah, puppy.
Yes, great. We found the chicken owners.
In Bondi, Kate's been trying to find the owners of a stray chicken found wandering near the beach. And it looks like the lively chicken is ready to go home.
Hello, you guys. Hi. Who's this? Another chicken.
Tiger.
Tiger. So I've been calling the other chicken Penny, but it might not actually be her real name. What's her real name?
Summer.
Simba?
Summer.
Summer. Guess where she was found?
Where?
Down at Bondi Beach, crossing the road.
Two very excited little girls are overjoyed that Tiger's mate Summer is okay.
And these two are friends?
They're sisters.
Sisters. All right, I'm gonna go and get Summer, you guys. Ready? They're excited, I'm excited, everyone is excited. Look who I've got, you guys. Such a beautiful moment. The girls, as soon as they saw Summer, melts my heart. I love happy endings. Makes my job so worthwhile. The challenge for this family is going to be keeping Summer from escaping again. So you guys, how are we going to make it so that Summer doesn't escape anymore?
We're getting a leash. Another fence. No, we're having a leash.
A leash?
We're getting them leashes.
Leashes. Maybe some harnesses, chicken harnesses. And you can take them for walks that way.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. See you later.
Hey, Andrew. Hi, Paco.
It's been 2 weeks since Paco was involved in a cat fight and somehow ended up with a 5-centimetre stick embedded at the back of his eye.
Literally, once that was removed, it was amazing how much he changed.
Fingers crossed, no more fights and no more sticks.
Yeah.
Stay away from trouble, Paco.
6-year-old Bear is back to her old self.
Is he there?
Much to the relief of Danni and husband Will.
Bear ended up having her brain MRI, which all came back clear, which was fantastic news and a huge relief. Since then, we've just been trying to titrate her medication to get the right dose to control those seizures, and I'm happy to say that they are well controlled now. So she does have them every now and again, but very infrequent, so it's a really good result, thank